our Christmases, as I've said before, were always sort of the highlight of our year. It was just a great celebration. We knew that we were going to get presents. We never got toys or anything of any significance during the year, but we did. And I guess the one Christmas that I remember, and I was not a little child. I remember a lot of Christmases, and it was always, we got up on Christmas morning, and each of us had a chair that we had chosen, and Santa Claus knew which chair was mine, and there would always be a doll, a tea set, and maybe a little piece of jewelry, or something special, a little coat, or something that I would not have gotten any other time during the year. And we just thought, it was like going to Macy's at Christmas in New York, as far as we were concerned. And my most memorable Christmas that sticks in my memory is the Christmas that Harry came home. He had gone in the summer, was drafted into the Army, and we knew he was coming home for Christmas.
You would have been how old?
I would be 12, I guess, 13 maybe. But I remember it was in the middle of the night when he came, and he came in the door, and we all heard puppy crying. But we all jumped up and ran downstairs, we were so glad to see. Because Harry was the dearest thing to us, all of the girls. We were all younger than he. And we had missed him so anyway.
So Harry was he was the third oldest of your brothers, right?
Of the brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he went when he was really about 18.
Yeah.
And he was drafted.
Were your other brothers in the Army at the same time?
Edwin was up there a short time.
Yeah.
And anyway, we were just so glad he was home. We were so glad to have him. And some of the others, said the same thing. It was just sort of the Christmas remembered. But Christmases were just so wonderful. Mom and, the presents would be in the living room, and Mom and Daddy would be in their bedroom, which was right off the living room. And we would run in, and they were in the bed like they hadn't seen all this. Look what Santa Claus brought. Every one of us would run back and forth and show up, and they would just ooh and ah over it like they'd never seen it before. It was so, to look back on it, it was so ridiculous.
How do you think they afforded all that? Because you obviously you weren't a family of a lot of means.
None at all.
And you had all those children to buy for.
It was really interesting. My mother raised turkeys. She had a big flock of turkeys that she raised in the summer, and the turkey hens would lay eggs and hatch the babies, and she looked after them all through the summer, and then the turkeys were sold in Louisville, in the little town, to all the people up and down the street at Thanksgiving and at Christmas. And that's where the money came from to buy the Christmas presents. And of course I was an adult before I realized that was how we got Christmas. And everything we got was ordered from Sears Roebuck. Because after I got a little older and finally discovered that there was no Santa Claus, I could look in the catalog and see where Daddy was a great doodler, He had doodled around all the things. But Christmas Day was a wonderful day. It was when all of our cousins and they all came for dinner, and it was just a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And it went on all week. You know, we celebrated all week long.
Well, Christmas was not a very special event at our house like
Yeah.
Ruth's was. It was just it's almost like another day because our family was poor too. But we always got a toy.
Yeah.
We always got a little bag that had an apple and an orange and some nuts in it. Usually Brazil nuts or walnuts, just very few of them. And we would always go to my grandmother's house. When we lived in Kenton, we were about 30 miles away. And all my mother's brothers and sisters, she had 8 brothers and sisters, would all go to my grandparents' house. They lived out in the country there in Pelahatchie. And all the cousins would be there too, you know. And the thing I remember about my grandparents' house is that the children would stay outside and play, and the adults would visit, and then at lunchtime they would go in the dining room and eat. And it would take them about 2 hours to eat. And it would be, 2:30 before the children could eat. We always had to eat last. And so, we always had what was left on the table, which wasn't the choice selection that we could have. So, yeah, it was just, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, go ahead.
I was just going to say the difference. The children in our family were treated with a lot more, I shouldn't say respect, but probably were made to feel more important than in his family. It was a very important thing that we were included, and